Was Jesus actually born on Yom Teruah, the Feast of Trumpets, rather than in December? The answer may completely reshape how you understand the birth of the Messiah. From Revelation 12's celestial signs to ancient Jewish coronation rituals, the evidence all points to one stunning direction. Let's uncover the prophetic pattern that December 25th can't explain. Hi, I'm Mark Bates. This is Rabbit Room Apologetics, and today's topic is Christ's birth on Yom Teruah versus December, fulfillment of messianic expectations and prophecy. Let's get into it. So first, there's alignment with Jewish calendar and messianic symbolism. Yom Teruah, the Feast of Trumpets, occurring on Tishri 1, is the Jewish New Year, in a day marked by the blowing of the shofar, the ram's horn. It symbolizes a call to attention, judgment, and the inauguration of kingship. This day was traditionally associated with the coronation of kings in ancient Judah, making a fitting time for the birth of the Messiah, who is the ultimate king. The astronomical reconstruction of Revelation 12, 1 through 7, points to September 11, 3 BC, which is Tishri 1 in the Jewish calendar, as the birth date of Jesus, coinciding with Yom Teruah. This date aligns with the Jewish New Year, symbolizing a new beginning and the inauguration of a divine king, fulfilling the prophetic expectation of the Messiah's arrival as a ruler. Theological and prophetic significance. Yom Teruah is a day of renewal, judgment, and hope. It commemorates the beginnings of the world and calls God's people to repentance and readiness for divine intervention. The Messiah's birth on this day symbolizes the inauguration of a new creation and the beginning of God's redemptive plan for humanity. The blowing of the shofar on Yom Teruah is traditionally linked to the gathering of the people and the announcement of a king's reign. Jesus' birth on this day fulfills the messianic expectation of a king who would bring restoration and judgment, as well as the prophetic imagery of the trumpet blast, signaling God's intervention in history. So let's contrast this with December 25th. December 25th was chosen centuries later. Many assume this largely coincided with pagan festivals, such as the Roman Saturnalia and the celebration of the invincible sun. But the evidence points to these festivals, is not correct. They all began much later than the Christian picking up of December 25th. But the biggest thing is that December 25th is a date that lacks direct biblical or prophetic support and was an arbitrary choice. The biblical narrative also, with things such as shepherds watching their flocks by night, suggests a birth in a warmer season, inconsistent with a December birth when the shepherds would not be in the fields. The December date does not align with the Jewish calendar's significant festivals or the messianic symbolism of kingship and new beginnings, which Yom Teruah embodies completely. So, there are messianic expectations and scriptural consistency. The birth of Jesus on Yom Teruah fits with the Jewish understanding of the Messiah as a king, inaugurated on a day of divine significance, fulfilling the Davidic covenant and prophetic expectations of restoration. The celestial signs described in Revelation 12, including a woman clothed with the sun and a crown of 12 stars, align with the timing of Yom Teruah, reinforcing the connection between heavenly signs and earthly events in the Messiah's life. So, in summary, Christ's birth on Yom Teruah rather than December symbolizes the inauguration of his kingship on a day traditionally associated with the coronation of kings, fulfills prophetic and messianic expectations tied to divine judgment, renewal, and restoration, aligns with biblical and astronomical evidence connecting Revelation 12's celestial imagery to the Jewish New Year, avoids the pagan associations and arbitrary nature of December 25th date, providing a more theologically and historically consistent fulfillment of prophecy. So this understanding enriches the significance of Jesus' birth as a divine event, heralding a new creation and the establishment of God's kingdom on earth. Now, I'm not trying to blow any, smoke at you about celebrating Christmas. It's a beautiful season. Christians, we enjoy the date and we enjoy everything we do in it. But just understand, it's a date that we're choosing to communally worship the coming of Christ. It is not the actual date. And theologically, we want to also keep in mind that God did set up Yom Teruah as one of his festival days. So we probably should consider that as something we want to remember and work with as well. Okay? So just keep keeping it all in line, right? Thanks for watching. If you haven't done so, please think about liking and subscribing to the channel. It does help us a great deal. Share this video with a friend, if you would. Also, check the description. We have 2 links in there. One is to my Bible study platform. It's $10 a month. You get access to all the videos with full transcripts so that you can follow along and study in depth. We also have plenty of courses in there which help you pick up theology, and so that you can really get to know theology is the study of God. And so it helps you get to know God better, right? That's the whole idea here. The other link is to get a discount on a subscription to Logos Bible Study software. It's the software I've been using for over 25 years. It's probably the best Bible study software I can think of, and there will be courses in the Bible study platform on how to best use Logos. So think about doing that as well. You get a discount. Thank you very much. If you have any questions or comments, put them on the appropriate thing, and let me know. We try to answer all comments and give you the answers you're looking for. Thank you very much. Have a great day.